Good morning, everyone. Well, it's a perfect storm for Europe. As Cyprus declares capital controls, in effect creating a second class of euros, the Italian problems come back to the foreground. Hopes that it might be possible to form a government have faded after Mr. Bersani, the leader of the Democratic Party, failed to get support from the Five-Star movement that would allow him to form a minority government. With the political risk hanging over Italy, there was weak demand at the country's bond auctions yesterday, and Italian 10-year yields jumped 20 basis points. Spanish, Portuguese, and Greek yields also rose sharply in sympathy. That shows that once again, fears are coming back to the Eurozone periphery as a whole. By contrast, yields on 2-year German bunds turned negative, meaning that people are willing to pay the German government to hold their money for them for 2 years. That's the only thing supporting the euro right now, I would think, the fact that there's a free hedge available against a Eurozone catastrophe. As for Italy, that story is set to run and run, as it may be August before a new government can be formed. And without a government to agree on an adjustment program, the ECB can't implement its outright monetary transactions to support the Italian bond market if necessary. So Italy, and therefore all of Europe, is walking a tightrope without a net. Eurodollar fell yet again below its resistance trend line yesterday, finding support at 127.48. I think it's likely to fall further today towards 127.35, with support levels thereafter coming at 127 the figure, which is the 61.8 retracement level of the rally that took place in the second half of last year, and then 126.40. I must admit, though, that Eurodollar is starting off the European day with a bounce. It's spiked up. I don't expect that spike to be maintained, but if it is, resistance seems to come at 127.90, with further resistance possibly coming at 128.80, the 200-day moving average and 50% retracement level of the rally that I just mentioned. That would be the maximum I could see the pair recovering to today. This is Marshall Gittler, head of Global FX Strategy at IronFX, wishing you solid trading.